Good morning and welcome to Title Talk, our first one for 2020. I'm Karen Hamstra and let's talk new titles. But first, I want to remind you that the new book page is out and with the new fiction books on that shelf. Just as you walk in the library door, walk straight ahead and you'll run right into them. Book page, learn about hot new titles that are coming your way. You will see almost all of them in our library, and this is free for you to take each month, and we encourage you to stop and grab one. As you may recall, we've been on vacation in my department, so I've just kind of thrown some things together this morning to show you, not really knowing too much about any of them. But first of all, we have a new fiction book called Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed. This is a Reese Witherspoon book club title. It is about a young mother who has a child, and she has a caregiver for the child who's an African American, and her name is Amira Tucker, and she takes the little girl to a supermarket late one night to pick up some things for the mom. And people think it's kind of unusual for a black woman to have a white child, and they accuse her of stealing the child. And it generates a lot of publicity, and some secrets come out from the past about both the caregiver and the mom, and the book deals with how they go about reconciling their past with their present. It's had really good reviews, and obviously Reese Witherspoon liked it. So I would encourage you to give this a try. Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed. Here's another book club book. This one is Read with Jenna Bush, whoever she is now. It's called Dear Edward by Anne Napolitano. And it too sounds like a good book. One morning, Edward Adler and his parents leave with 183 other passengers to board a flight in Newark to fly across the country. The plane crashes and Edward is the only survivor. So the book deals with how he reconciles being the only one left. He has to struggle to find his place in the world, but he continues to feel like a part of him has been left in the sky, forever tied to the other passengers and whose family members were lost. And so the question he has to answer is, when you've lost everything, how do you find the strength to put one foot in front of another? How do you learn to feel safe again? And how do you find meaning in your life? So it is a coming of age story plus a multi-dimensional portrait of an unforgettable cast of characters. Dear Edward. And these books will hopefully be available later this week. Marie Benjamin, we have so many M. Benjamins writing fiction right now. Lady Clementine. This is about Sir Winston Churchill's wife. It is historical fiction, so it includes a lot of facts. It's gotten great reviews, and she is the one who wrote The Only Woman in the Room, The Other Einstein, and Carnegie's Maid. I read Carnegie's Maid. It was a really good historical book, so I have no doubt that this one will be too. So put that on your list of things to check out. Lady Clementine by Marie Benedict. And Tracy Peterson and Kimberly Woodhouse have teamed up for a new series. This is the first one. The series title is The Treasures of Nome, and the book title is Forever Hidden. Tracy Peterson has been a big name in Christian historical fiction for a long, long time. Very popular, so I just want to alert you that she does have a new series out. So if you're a fan of hers, mark that down as one to pick up. And then finally, Indiana's very own Jean M. Dams has a new title in her Dorothy Martin series, Death in the Garden City. As you may or may not recall, Dorothy is a native Hoosier who now lives in Great Britain. She's married a man. She was a widow, and she married a retired police lieutenant, detective, inspector, I don't know. He was some bigwig in the British police. And of course, she goes around and stumbles onto various deaths everywhere they travel throughout Great Britain. So it's a great way to get a little travelogue on Great Britain plus a very good mystery. These are really not to be missed. Jean M. Dans. And when we have some new Playaways, we actually have some, these are our leased ones. We'll just be keeping these for a while, and we have some fiction ones this time. The first one is The Glittering Hour by Iona Gray. And this is a historical romance about a penniless painter named Lawrence Weston. So if you like to listen while you exercise or wash the dishes or whatever, Playaways are for you. You also have The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. This is another romance, apparently a contemporary romance. Beth O'Leary, sorry. It's a little hard to read these. And then we have a James Patterson book, The Cornwalls Are Gone. And if you are a James Patterson fan, get it. And here is probably the hottest one, Margaret Atwood's new book, The Testaments. It is, of course, the conclusion to The Handmaid's Tale, which I have read both of them, and they're very good. And just to remind you, Playaways are these little devices that you can wear around your neck, plug a pair of earphones into it, and listen while you exercise, work, or even knit while you're sitting on the couch. Hands-free. Okay, and then we have two nonfiction Playaways. This one is Lindy West, The Witches Are Coming. This is a cultural critique of America. It can be found at 305.42. And last but not least, we have the new David McCullough book, The Pioneers. This is about Midwestern history, and it's at 973. This is a very interesting book. Got great reviews. And it's the kind of thing that might really be great to listen to in such a situation as a Playaway. So, hope there's something there that piques your interest. If not, tune in again next week. Maybe we'll hit a home run then. Until next week, thanks for tuning in and happy reading.